OnePlus is far from your typical smartphone maker, so it should be little surprised that the company's latest flagship, the newly launched OnePlus 5, is a tad unusual in terms of the features it delivers. In the aim of learning more, we stopped by the company's pop-up store in New York City to get to know this handset better. The OnePlus 5 aims to give users a flagship-level smartphone experience for hundreds less than much of its competition. The phone itself is sleek, crafted from aluminum and measuring just 7.25mm thick. While the design is just asking to be called an iPhone copycat, there are some really useful extra touches here, like the iconic OnePlus Do Not Disturb switch, letting users silence their phones in an instant. We just wish there were a little more variety in terms of phone colors, as your only choices are gray and black. Thank God for cases. The OnePlus 5 is powered by a Snapdragon 835 processor, the same chip behind this season's other top-performing phones. And indeed, navigating your way around the phone's interface, it's clear that the OnePlus 5 isn't hurting for processing power. More than just making this phone fast, the 835's low power requirements help stretch the phone's 3300 mAh battery as far as possible. That power saving is also helped by giving the OnePlus 5 a 5.5-inch AMOLED screen in a full HD resolution, rather than the 2K we usually see on handsets in this class. In person, the screen still looks plenty sharp and detailed, and not pushing the envelope in every aspect of the phone's design should also help with keeping costs down. That said, there are definitely areas where OnePlus is really letting loose, including outfitting the OnePlus 5 with up to 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Considering there's no support for microSD expansion, we really appreciate the latter, but the former feels like it's verging on entering overkill territory. While the OnePlus 5 doesn't deliver some features we've come to expect as standard on many flagships, like waterproofing, the manufacturer does recognize the importance users place on imaging capabilities, and to that end has equipped the handset with a dual primary camera. That spells a 16-megapixel wide-angle camera paired with a 20-megapixel telephoto camera. Switching between the two is as easy as tapping a zoom icon in the phone's camera interface. As far as dual camera arrangements go, setups like this tend to be a lot more flexible than those that just combine data from multiple cameras behind the scenes, and our early run-in with the cameras here has us feeling positive about what they can offer. The other big allure is a prominent blurred background portrait mode, just in case you weren't having iPhone 7 Plus deja vu already. On the downside, the optical stabilization we got from the OnePlus 3T last year is no longer present on the OnePlus 5. With pricing starting at $480 for that 64GB storage 6GB RAM OnePlus 5, or $540 for the 128 8GB configuration, there's no denying that the smartphone is of value, and maybe more importantly, subjectively feels like a higher-end, more premium phone than those price tags would suggest. But without common features like storage expansion or waterproofing, will shoppers regret not spending more? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Sales of the OnePlus 5 open on June 27th. And be sure to stay tuned for PhoneArena's full OnePlus 5 review arriving shortly.